welcome to On the Ed Sun. And, it's a few teething problems tonight. Let me get rid of those. A few teething problems. But hey, welcome to the watch along for Wrexham. Wrexham against Reading. Live from the racecourse ground in Wrexham. But also going to be looking at lots of other games tonight in the EFL League Cup, but also around Europe as well. But listen, before we get into that, there's lots of chat going on in the football world, of course. Have your say. I've been monitoring the chat and see if you've got any questions or if you want to discuss anything or want me to talk about something. But I thought I'd pick a game tonight that maybe, I know Wrexham obviously are very popular these days because of the TV programme and all that kind of stuff. But Reading, they don't often feature in kind of live sessions, I don't think. So I thought, hey, listen, let's give them a bit of a punt tonight. So it's Wrexham against Reading, and it's coming in about, 8 minutes, something like that, 7 minutes. So that'll be quite interesting. So let me just get that chat back up as well. Some good games tonight going on. Let's just have a look at this one. Live chat, there we go. Let's have a look at the fixtures tonight. In Scottish Premier, Dundee United against Aberdeen. 1945 kickoff. Falkirk against Hibs. Then in the League Cup, we've got Barnsley at home to Brighton. Interesting one. Depends what Brighton what they put out, of course. Then we've got Burnley against Cardiff, Fulham against Cambridge, Lincoln City against Chelsea. That'll be an interesting one there. So again, see what team Chelsea put out. Wigan Athletic at home to Wycombe. Wanderers Wolves, who knocked out my team West Ham in the second round, gloriously, ungloriously for us, but gloriously for them. But they're at home to Everton, so again, it'd be interesting. That's possibly the game of the night, actually. Wrexham, let's say that's the game I'm covering at home to Reading, then Liverpool. Starting at 8 o'clock, a little bit late. I'm not sure why that is. Well, they start at 8 o'clock. They're at home to Southampton. Got a whole bunch of National League games. I'll be looking at those throughout the night. Altrincham, Forest Green Rovers, Brackley Town, Truro, Gateshead, Hartlepool, Rochdale, Solihull Motors, Woking, Sutton United, York City, Carlisle. York City really have gone down there. There's a couple of games in the Scottish Championship as well. So EFL League Trophy games going on. Scottish Challenge Cup. Lots of games going on in that tonight. Welsh Premier, La Liga, Spanish Liga. Some games already on the way. Athletic Club against Girona. I think that's how you pronounce it. Girona or Girona. 1-1 so far, 79 minutes. Espanyol home to Valencia, and Valencia winning 2-1 with 80 minutes. So that's 10 minutes to go. 8:30 tonight, Levante at home to Real Madrid, and then same time Sevilla at home to Villarreal. Coppa Italia going on in Italy tonight. Cagliari beaten Frosinone 4-1 at home, and Udinese beat Palermo 2-1. Also, you got AC Milan at home to Lecce tonight. That's starting at 8 o'clock. It's been interesting to see because it's they haven't done too badly so far. The start at AC Milan in the Serie A. Obviously, if you saw Napoli against Pisa last night, Napoli made hard work of that game against Pisa, but they're 4 wins out of 4, sitting high at the top of the Serie A, closely followed by Juventus. They're 3 win and 1 draw. Be interesting. Couple of games going on. CONMEBOL Libertadores, that's quarterfinals. Racing Club against Vélez Sarsfield. Belgian Jupiler Pro League, Anderlecht at home to Ghent. A few games going on in Finland as well. Actually, they've already gone on. We got Ives 3-2 win against Nistan, and Kups, is that how you pronounce it? 3-2 winners at SJK. You got Inter Turku and 0-0 with HJK today. So they've already gone, and they're about 2 hours ahead anyway. over there, and lots of games going on in already taking place in the Japanese league, J1 league. So all the games there, and a few games. Portuguese Premier League on tonight. Benfica home to Rio Ave. This is 8:15. I believe. Don't get me wrong, or don't quote me on this. Is this Mourinho's? I think it's his second game in charge, but is it his first league game in charge? I'm not 100% sure, but it'd be interesting to see how he does on. So I'll keep an eye on that one as well. And South Africa got one game as Suelele against Orlando Pirates. Yeah, but Benfica, that'd be an interesting one. I would imagine Benfica being at home, you would have thought that they would be clear winners to win that. Okay, it was a FA Cup game, a second round of qualifying replays. Hereford away to Sporting Calcer. So this is early stages of the FA Cup, of course. So interesting games. Let me just get up on here. See if it's. What's happened here? It hasn't started yet. I'm hoping that it will start very, very soon. Let me just get back there. See if I can refresh it. I mean, obviously, if it's, I'm supposed to get the live link here, but if not, we'll just keep an eye on the scores anyway. So just a couple of minutes away from the kickoff tonight in the EFL Cup, or the English League Cup, and some people still call it the Carabao Cup. I don't know what the latest status is on that. I've never really called it the Carabao Cup, as well as I've just always called it the League Cup. And it's had so many different sponsors over the years. It's really hard to keep up with it, really. But anyway, listen, this is let's just wait and see what's happening here. There we go. That's fine. Just getting a few notifications through. The games are just about to start off. Games. They're starting to walk out as well. Let me have a look at this one. See if I can just go back and refresh that. There we go. And this one here, not started yet. Well, it's another minute to go. So I'd be interested to see if this actually comes through. But what are your thoughts about tonight? Who you're supporting? Who do you think is gonna? And going to be any upsets tonight? I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple of upsets. Actually, wouldn't be surprised at all. I'm assuming that the sound is coming through. Let me just check here. Just make sure that's working there. I haven't done a live stream in such a long time, so it's hard to. There we go. There we go. It is coming through. Yeah, that's good. Right, let me just do that. That's fine. Good. Right, so it should be. So I got no stream coming on, which is weird. Why is this not happening? Have they done me in? They have. Oh, crikey. Crikey. It's signed me out. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why it signed me out there, but okay, let me have another one here. English Football League. Apologies for this, but video. Come on. There we go. Right, so we got up 10 seconds into the game. Okay, so Reading away to Wrexham, 0-0. And yeah, a bit of head tennis going on right now. Reading cleared just past the halfway line, and yeah, aerial ping pong again. Get it on the deck, come on. Here we go. And Wrexham clear as well. So are we expecting some high quality football? Wrexham have been struggling. What have they? They've won 2, drawn 1, lost 3. This is Wrexham, is that right? Let me just check. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so they won 2, drawn 1, lost 3. Reading, obviously in League One, they've won 2, drawn 2, lost 4. From 8 games, and Wrexham from 6 games. Obviously, Phil Parkinson of Wrexham has been under a lot of pressure. There's been talks, apparently. Hello, Declan Fox. Hello, thank you for commenting. Wolves and Southampton and Lincoln win. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be interesting to see. I think Wolves are desperate stakes. I mean, I'm a West Ham fan, and we are in desperation stakes right now. So I think, they can't even buy win Wolves. So it really depends how they prioritise this game tonight in terms of team selection, and what does David Moyes do for Everton as well. So I'll be very interested to see what happens there. So Wrexham now in possession here against Reading. They've got some decent players, Wrexham. Make no bones about it. They've bought a couple of decent players as well. Kiefer Moore, I think, has been a good signing. I'm not sure how often he's featured so far. But look, I mean, they're stepping up to the Championship, right? They're stepping up to the Championship. It's going to be a tough ask for them just to keep on getting another promotion year. So I think it's, it's about stabilising themselves, securing themselves in this league, isn't it? But listen, they're gonna come up against some very strong teams. Just dispossessed now. Wrexham, Reading have the ball, just going into the penalty area on the left-hand side. Tried to square it to one of the players on the D, but Wrexham cleared away. It's a bit, and nobody's really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck yet. It's a little bit of you have it, I have it, you have it, I have it type deal right now. Nice ping ball out to the right-hand side by Reading, and again, I've got to say, both are playing some neat football. It's not just, it's a mixture of possession-based football and some long passes so far. Of just this early exchange, we're not even 3 minutes into the game. I would say Reading are having the slightly better of it. They seem to, but Reading, who's their manager? Noel Hunt, isn't it? Reading are a much more stable club now. There's still lots of issues there. But since the Dalung, their owner, sold up, just a flick header from Reading just over the crossbar. So look, they've opened better. Reading, they've opened better in this game, no doubt, and doing quite well. Okay, so they're still calling this a Carabao Cup. There we go, fool on me. I didn't know. I still call it the League Cup. So I should have got the title in the video a little bit better than that, but there we go. So Mahoney, is that Mahoney? Yeah. Just there with a flick header just over the crossbar. And now the halfway line. Wrexham trying to put the ball forward. And playing some nice interchange play, coming down the right-hand side now. See if you can get a decent cross in. No, back again. Back to, the number 3. And I don't have the teams up with me. I should have had the starting lineup, really. Don't have the starting lineup. Let me see if I can pick this up here. Quick glance at all the other games open so far. Still all 0-0. 0-0 so far. National League 0-0. I mean, we're just only 4 minutes in, aren't we? So Plymouth, there we go. Scottish, all 0-0. Stenhouse Muir have taken the lead against East Kilbride. So that's that. Spanish Liga, still 1-1 Athletic and Girona, just about full time there. Espanyol still losing 2-1 Valencia. There we go. So let's just keep on getting back to here. Okay, so almost 5 minutes into this game here. Reading away to Wrexham, or Wrexham at home to Reading. Now Reading playing out from the back. Some nice one-touch football from Reading, I've got to say. Some interchange play, but they just got to Reading just giving away a free kick just inside the Wrexham half. Now just playing it on the back line with Wrexham. And yeah, moving out to the left. Nice play, nice forward ball up the left-hand side. Now he's going to try and take on a couple of defenders. Being muscled out there, outnumbered there, the Wrexham player, and now it's gone out for a throw-in. I've got to say, of what I've seen so far, I know Wrexham have improved a hell of a lot. They've come up. They've obviously got the funding and they're finding their feet, but they're playing some decent football. But I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised with Reading as well. I mean, I know a bit about Reading. I live in Reading as well. So although I don't support them, I do go and catch a couple of games every now and again. And, you know, they try to play decent football. And I got to say, both teams are trying to play decent football. Not exactly a lot of penetration yet, but Wrexham now on the attack. Just passing out wide. Good movement from both teams. Good movement. Going down the right-hand side, trying to skin the defender on the right-hand side. Is it going to go for a throw-in or corner here? Let's just see what happens. No, he's battling away there. Oh, free kick. Free kick to Wrexham. Dangerous area, just on the right-hand side. Just about, 5 yards away from the corner flag. But, yeah. CXNT, really cool room setup, mate. Well, thanks very much, pal. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do all my stuff. I don't know why I keep on getting that thumbs up thing. This is an automatic thing from the streaming software. I don't know. It's a setting that it's been enabled, but I actually don't know how to disable it. So there we go. Okay, so let's get back to this. Wrexham just about to take this free kick from the right-hand side. And, short one, just to the corner of the 18-yard box. Floats it in. Cleared away by Reading. I thought it was going to get a header on that, and it could have been very dangerous there. Out to the left-hand side for Wrexham. Still trying to probe away. They're going backwards now. Squared it infield. And now they're going back into their own half, back to the defenders. Squaring it across the back. Now pumping it out to the right. I like the way Wrexham are playing. They are playing some nice possession-based football. It's not pump and hope. It's all right. I've got to say, both sides. I'm actually pleasantly surprised here. Yeah, obviously I'm a West Ham fan, and I keep on saying when I talk about West Ham, I'm not necessarily a Premier League fan. I'm a West Ham fan, so I'm always actually quite appreciative and respectful of lower league football anyway. But Championship football, League One football can be really decent. I think when you get into League Two, sometimes it can be, but still really exciting games. I think anyway. So still exciting games, still enjoyable to watch. Sometimes a lot more enjoyable than the Premier League. In fact, a lot of times it's a lot more enjoyable, a lot more honest. I call it honest football, right? Honest football. All right, Reading. Probing away, coming into the Wrexham half, pumping it out to the left-hand side. Number 9 puts it forward, gets to the byline, crosses it over. Keeper, easy, safe hands by the keeper from Wrexham. And, just wondering what he's going to do there. I think 8-second rule, of course, gets rid of that ball. Pumps out to the left-hand side, left back again. Back to the keeper here. He's got safe feet. Knows what he's doing. Now invariably the long ball. Let's see if they retain possession. No, lose possession straight away. That's the problem with any kind of long ball game. And coming out from the keeper, long hoof up the pitch, invariably you're always going to lose possession. That's why in the Premier League especially there's been such a reluctance to play any kind of long ball, especially from keepers going out, because you lose possession. I don't necessarily think that you should always be playing short ball or this possession-based football, tippy-tappy football. I think there should be a variation in games. But here we go. Reading just about to. Oh, what a goal! Oh, crikey! I thought Reading had just scored. What a shot. That's about 30 yards out. O'Mahony again. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He takes it in, right hand foot, just about, 25, 30 yards, I'd say. Swivels, right shot, right foot, let's just say, just past the right-hand post. The keeper was nowhere, really. What a great shot. He's had 2 efforts on goal now. Flick header and that right shot. O'Mahony. Reading are looking dangerous. Wrexham yet to have a shot on goal. In fact, have a shot at all, I think. I just don't think they've had a shot. So yeah, I would say Reading definitely started the better here out of the two teams. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Here we go. Reading on the hunt again. Let's have a look. And no, safely cleared away by Wrexham. Just hoofed up the field, right hand side. Challenge here by Wrexham. Has given away a free kick there. Yeah, just barged the Reading player off the ball. Let me see if I can just separate out. There we go. Right, let me just do this. Do that one. Do that one. There we go. Right. So I've got. I can watch the game and I can also keep an eye on the scores going on here as well. For you, okay. Scottish Premier, all 0-0 so far. Brighton have taken the lead away to Barnsley. Gomez with the assist from Watson. All the other games 0-0 so far. Reading, just a quick check on the Reading Wrexham here. Yeah, just played it back to the keeper now, out to the left back, and they're progressing forward up the field. National League, still Rochdale. Rochdale taking the lead in 11 minutes at home to Solihull Motors. York City 1-0 up against Carlisle United. That's National League. Scottish Championship, St Johnstone 1-0 up against Edrionians, and Ayr United 1-0 up against Dunfermline Athletic. Football League, Scottish Challenge, Cup, and Athletic 1-0 up against Rangers 2. Sandhurst still 1-0 up. East Kilbride, Welsh Premier, New Saints 1-0 up against Flint Town United. Spanish La Liga, Espanyol pulled one back, 2-2 against Valencia, that finished. And Athletic Club 1-1 against Girona, or Girona, however you pronounce that, at 1-1 there. Anderlecht Ghent 0-0 so far, 27 minutes gone, and Benfica's at 8:15. That starts there. Right, let me just get that back there. Right, so Wrexham. Wrexham are struggling to get their passes together, especially going into the final third. However, Reading pushing the ball around nicely, switching play nicely, nice control. Another shot there by the number 9 from the left-hand side, and good save by the keeper down to his left. Lucky for Wrexham that no other Reading player was following through there, else they could have easily taken the lead there. But Reading definitely having the better of it. It's an interesting one. So I'm trying to keep an eye on the scores on the game and also in the chat as well. So if you're watching, if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. I very rarely do live shows. I've been thinking about doing live shows for a while, but I thought, you know what, I'll do one tonight, because I do like to talk about the games that are not usually talked about. So I was able to watch this game tonight, so I thought, well, why not? Go for it. Sod it. And I'm glad I am. I've got to say, I'm glad I am. It's Reading. Number 9 there. I wish I had his name. Let's have a look at the teams. Oh, lineups. There we go. Reading, number 9. Oh, crikey. Habib Hanchioomhan. I wish I could pronounce his name. Habib Hanchioomhan. Bloody hell's that? Oh, crikey. Anyway, Mahoney. Mahoney. The number 20 has got a couple of efforts on goal. Habib Tioman. Oh, please, somebody help me out. Somebody's got to know what his nickname is. Number 9 for Reading. He's just had an effort on goal as well. Okay, this is, back to the Reading keeper now. It's a drop ball, I believe. And, they've just given it to the Reading keeper now. So he's just holding possession, deciding what he's going to do. It's Wrexham pressing quite high. They got 3 high up. Now they're going to put a bit of pressure on the keeper, forcing him to make a move. You can't sort of mess around. The Reading keeper picks it up now. Reading keeper is Stevens. Up with the goal kick now. Hello, Tosif. Hello. Thank you for joining. Thank you. And here we go. Wrexham on the back to their keeper, Burton. So interesting. Out to the left-hand side to Doyle. Back again. and into the centre of the field. Yeah, Wrexham. No, I'll tell you what, Wrexham are being outmanned and they're being bullied a little bit here by Reading. Interesting. Reading in possession, right-hand side. They've got a free kick in the centre of the park here. Now, no, ref's just picked up the ball. Now he started again. I don't know what the hell the ref was doing there. But, nice little ball, thread ball inside onto the D now. Oh, free kick right on the edge of the D for Reading. I'll tell you what, this is quite serious here. And, you got to question a little bit what Wrexham's game plan here is. They're inviting Reading on too much. They're not closing down. They're not pressurising enough. Joseph, hello. How are you? Hayes Zadida Moda Passa. No, I don't know what that is. No, don't know what that is. Sorry, I thought you were trying to say what the name of the player is, number 9 for Reading. Sorry. Here we go. All right, Reading with free kick at the edge of the D. Wrexham lined up just in front of the penalty area. Oh, just shot over the bar there. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit closer than that, but listen, decent effort, but well over. Nothing for the Wrexham keeper Burton to be concerned about. Yeah. He got it over the wall, and he just couldn't get it down against Savage. That was Savage. Oh, is that Savage's lad, is it? That's Robbie Savage's lad. I think it is, I think it is, yeah. I hadn't realised he was playing for Reading now, but anyway. So, let's just have a look. Back to the Reading keeper, Stevens. He's got it. He's passing it out now to Abrefa. Back again. Back to the keeper, and big punt up the bit of a miscued goal kick there from Stevens. Wrexham now have possession on the left-hand side. Another free kick. Yeah, some interesting tackles going in, some sloppy tackles, I would say, from both sides, giving us needless free kicks. But there we go. Tosef, what is this game? I'm from Bangladesh, so I don't know what this game is. Okay, so this is the English League Cup, the Carabao Cup. This is the third round. Lots of games going on tonight. This is Wrexham, who are in the Championship, taking on League One side Reading. So it's quite an honest game, actually, an honest game of football. Lots of other games going on, some Premier League games, some Premier League teams involved tonight as well. But I thought this would be an interesting game to watch. I got to say, so far, yeah, all right. It's all right. It's going well. 17 minutes in, nearly 18 minutes in now. 0-0 here. Let's just have a look around the other. Oops, there we go. Brighton still 1-0 up. Yeah, all the other fixtures in the League Cup still 0-0. So Reading just got a throw now on the left-hand side. And number 19, Garcia, just about to take the throw in. There we go. And back Wrexham have possession again. Playing out in defence. Nice interchange play up into the centre midfield, then out to the left-hand side, back to their number 2, Doyle, and just manages it to clear it up upfield, but it was goes out to touch. Reading throw. So caught a little bit in possession there. Caught in possession a little bit. Portugal, it says, is Ronaldo playing? I'm not sure if any Saudi Pro League games going on tonight, actually. I don't know. I haven't looked that far. But if you are, let us know. Put the score in the comments there. But if there are Saudi games going on tonight, if it is a league night for Saudi, then I'm sure, he will be playing. Al Nassr, isn't it? He plays for. So here we go. Yeah, so Noel Hunt there. He's Reading manager. not very happy. He's remonstrating with the fourth official there. He's having a few words. Reading now clearing their lines and trying to pump it upfield. It's going to go all the way to the Wrexham keeper come all the way out there. I know that, just to cover it, just in case the Reading player got there. I didn't think he needed to do that, but now he's just, again, that was it's a bit naive to try and play out from the back there when you're under pressure from the Reading player. But there we go. Okay, Reading got possession now. Just about. It is a little bit, who can give up possession before the other one right now. It is a little bit that. Who is the best player in this game? I tell you what, the best player in this game so far, it's hard to say. Nobody's really stood out. They're all much of a nutshell, but I would say Reading are having the better of it so far. Oh, nice little flick header there by Reading. Again, went out into touch. Unlucky. It is a Wrexham. No, is it Wrexham? No, it's a Reading throw. Reading throw. There we go. Little throw in field, then back halfway line for Reading. Nice interchange of play. Back to their central defender, Scar. Pulls it forward. No, not Scar, sorry. Yeah, Jacob, sorry. That's what I meant to say, Jacob. Looking at the wrong lineup there. Yeah, back to Abreufa. Jacob again. 19, Garcia. Lost possession, Garcia then. Now Wrexham on the attack. Oh, looking, going all the way through here. Oh, and that's a free kick right on the edge. This is a penalty. I think they need to look at that again. That was right on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's a free kick. This is number 29 going all the way in. Barnett going all the way in. Oh, no, it was outside the penalty area. It was just inside the D, outside the penalty area. So there we go. Is there anywhere to watch this game live on YouTube? I don't believe so. I think that's why you do watch-alongs, because YouTube, obviously, it's going to be copyright infringement if anybody tries to do this. But there we go. And so it is Wrexham just about to take this free kick here. There's Smith, their striker, over this one. Reading, yeah, they've pretty much got their line, their full line at the edge of the box there. Sorry, the edge of the 6-yard box. Not a lot of space there. Okay, it's all frozen. Why is this all frozen? Stop. There we go. Prince Smith takes it. Goes straight into the wall. He's fired it straight into. Reading held firm there with a strong wall, and they've cleared their lines. Well done, Reading. You've done all right there, I've got to say. You've done all right. It says here, penalty for Barker. Are you sure? Barca are not playing tonight, are they? Don't know what that means. Unless I've missed that one. So yeah, look, a bit of a let-off there from Reading. That was a great position for Wrexham. They could have easily gone ahead there with that. Great opportunity, and difficult to defend that from Reading in terms of their wall setup. And it's difficult for the keeper to get a good view as well. But they held firm, and a poor free kick you could say from Smith there, because it went straight into the wall. You really should have cleared that wall and put the keeper under pressure at least. But the keeper should, But there we go. Right, 24 minutes in, and still 0-0 here, Reading. Let's have a quick look at the other scores here. Brighton now 2-0 up. Let's have a look at the scores. Gomez got 2 there. Brighton going strength to strength. 0-0 in all the other games there. Brackley Town National League have taken the 1-0 lead against Truro. Rochdale 3-0 up now against Solihull Motors. And York City 1-0 up still. Carlisle. St Johnstone now 2-0 up against Adrianians in the Scottish Championship. And Ayr United 1-0 up against Dunfermline Athletic as well. And right, let's just go back to this game. Ball floated in for Wrexham on right-hand side, right foot. Oh, God, last-ditch defending, getting bodies on the line by Reading, and they clear the lines. Fair play to them. Fair play. But Wrexham have suddenly woken up, getting some clear chances. Now starting to press, starting to harass Reading a little bit, starting to get more of a foothold in this game. Neil Parks must be screaming at them from the touchline to actually wake up, and I think they have. I think they have responded. They're definitely waking up here. So we've got Reading clearing their lines again, out to their number 9, back infield, and looking for the long crossfield ball. Nice ball, and just cleared by Wrexham. Good idea though, good idea. Just a little bit too far away from the Reading player. And Reading back with Reading. I tell you, it's almost like hard. I don't want to say I'm a commentator, but it's hard just to follow this game a little bit because it's changing possession all the time. You know, they're not really keeping hold of the ball, so it goes from one Reading, then it goes to Wrexham, then back again, back. It's just like watching West Ham, but with quality here, and this is quality. And when I watch West Ham, it's absolute rubbish. But there we go. Right, Reading. Their back line there. Cross. Back line there. And then back to their defender, Jacob, isn't it? Let's have a look here. Pump it up there. Lost a bit of possession. Wrexham clear down the line, but there's nobody there. That's just one big hoof and hope clearance. And they're immediately giving Reading possession again. They're back on it. I mean, that's a bit poor, really. Garcia, number 19, back into Jacob. Now, Savage on the ball. Prime forward, ball forward. Now trying to cut the lines, go through the lines, but it's a Wrexham. Wrexham under a bit of pressure defensively, but held up well. Pump the ball forward. Yeah, it's a bit of a long ball, hit and hope there. Wrexham need to get on. I think Wrexham definitely got the quality to penetrate Reading. It appears that, but they're just not doing it right now. They're just not. Whereas Reading are actually trying to play some decent football. They are playing football, and they've had 3 shots on target. So, or near as damn it on target. So, Garcia pushing forward, cross ball in, and Wrexham. Oh no, there we go. Reading again. Wrexham lost possession on the edge of their penalty area, didn't clear it effectively. The ball was nicked off them by Carawell, was it? Number 11? Who was it? Let me just have a quick look here. No, 29. Doyle, sorry, Doyle. Doyle, who takes a wild shot at it, really. But hey, listen. Right, let us know in the chat, guys, where you're from, where you're listening from. I'll try and keep you abreast of all the other games going on tonight. And what we're in, we're just coming up to 30 odd minutes, aren't we? Something like that. And Wrexham, Reading still 0-0. I'm not sure if there's a bit of a delay on this feed, on this stream, which I'm getting, but we'll soon find out, won't we? So I'm trying to look at 2 at the same time. Yeah, so back with Wrexham, back to their keeper Burton, and then to the left-hand side, Doyle, okay, dangerous ball. I don't like that ball across the penalty area. I know you're dissecting attackers, but I just don't like it. Right-hand side, long ball forward, hit and hope, losing possession again. A bit of a battle in the centre of the park, a bit of up and under stuff. If you're an Eddie Waring fan from many years ago, rugby league. But here we go. Wrexham on the attack. Out to the left-hand side, inside the penalty area. This has got to be. Oh. If you're a Wrexham fan, you're going to be disappointed in that they didn't do better. He should have just squared it to another Wrexham player just inside the box. So he would have had a clear shot. Instead, he chose to take an extra shot, an extra touch on the ball, lifted it over into the 6-yard box, and didn't really give the striker there, much of a chance there. I think it was Lee. Yeah, Lee didn't really have much of a chance there. Yeah, he should have gone back. He should have taken squared it away. It would have been a much better option there. But Reading are going to be pleased that they've able to keep it 0-0 as well. I think Wrexham are going to feel they've been a little bit lucky not to be at least one goal down, and Reading, they're going to feel that they should have, they probably should have scored already, but Wrexham, I think, definitely should have put one away by now, and they're just making wrong decisions at the wrong time. But there we go. So, okay, so there's an injury now in the centre of the park for a Reading player. Let me just go back, see what's happening. Wolves have taken the lead against Everton. Munetsi, 29 minutes. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Everton 0. Brighton still 2-0 up. Hibs in Scottish Premier 1-0 up against Falkirk. That was Doyle penalty on 30 minutes. Yeah, so interesting there. Wrexham, I say, still going on here. Liverpool started against Southampton at 17 minutes in, 0-0. All the other scores, as I said before, no change there. St Johnstone 2-0 up against Edrionians. Let's have a look. Clyde, Scottish Challenge Cup 1-0 up against East Fife, and an Athletic now 1-2 down against Rangers second team. County Hearts 2-1 up against Dumbarton. Inverness Caledonia Thistle 2-0 up against Dundee second team. Elgin City 1-0 up against Peterhead. Queen of the South 1-0 up against Hearts second team. Stenhouse Muir still 1-0 up. Stirling Albion 1, Montrose 2, Stranraer 1, Motherwell second team 2. Yeah, no other games going on. AC Milan against Lecce started 14 minutes. 0 score on the board so far. Benfica yet to start at home to Reave. So there we go. Okay, so back to the Wrexham Reading game. 32 minutes in, still 0-0, and yeah, Reading in possession. Bit scrappy here, as I say. It's the good interceptions there by Wrexham, and now they're trying to probe forward. Just giving away. No, I thought it was a free kick. Some tackles coming in. A free kick from given away by Thompson. And getting a yellow card here. He's going to get a yellow card here, Thompson. That was a bit of a late challenge, I've got to say. Let me just get back to... So Reading getting... I think that was... oops. Yeah, Reading got the free kick. And that was a quite harsh tackle there on Doyle. I think it was the number 29 for Reading. Yeah, so he's got the yellow card. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Let me have a look. Yeah, it was. No. Back up. They're just showing a replay of the prelim, the lead up to that. Well, there we go. So Wrexham needs to do some defending here. Yeah, George Thompson just got a yellow card there. Yeah, deservedly so, I'd say. Right, so Savage taking the free kick in to the Reading, and the penalty now cleared by Wrexham. Just hoofed it upfield, just trying to clear their lines. They're rushing out, trying to put the back line of Reading under pressure. They have done that so well, and actually both teams have lost possession, really. First Reading, then Wrexham. And Wrexham trying to find their way, pump the ball forward way too far. Nice idea to try and split the defence for Lee to run onto it, but it's just so overhit. Shame, really, but, good idea. Good idea by Wrexham. Okay, back with Reading keeper Stevens. Just out to Jacob. Jacob out to Garcia. Back to Jacob. Back to the keeper Stevens. 3 Wrexham players just trying to put pressure now. Trying to a high press there. I can see what Wrexham are trying to do. Get into this game. Bit of a high press. Stop Reading playing. But there's leaving so many spaces So many spaces for Reading to, to pass the ball around. Reading playing some nice football. Wrexham are just starting to find their feet here. Let's have a look here. Yeah. Wycombe Wanderers taking the lead against Wigan Athletic. And that is Boyd Muntz. Let's have a look here. 3-0, Brighton. Brighton now 3-0 up. Gomez got his hat-trick. Cardiff 1-0 up against Burnley. Colwill. There we go, got that goal. And, yeah, no other changes to the scores so far. Right, Reading, throw-in for left-hand side. Back, all the way back to Jacob, is it? Yeah, trying to get forward, infield here. Yeah, holding on to possession, just passing it around Reading. Back again to Savage. Let's see if he does a long ball again. No, he's going to try and push it back. Yeah, to Strickland. Strickland to Jacob. Jacob to Garcia. And Garcia trying to force his way through here, but just possession lost. Getting a bit scrappy there. Trying to rush the ball a little bit. But Wrexham are making it a little bit harder now. They're pressing higher. They're pressing in the middle of the park a lot better. They're cutting out the space. So this is why it's starting to be a bit of a scrappy game. There we go. Wrexham trying to probe down the right-hand side. Oh, almost got away, Lee. Down the right-hand side. Was it Lee? No, not Lee. It was 29. Barnett. Right, cleared by Reading. Upfield. Wrexham intercepted. Back in. And then down the right-hand side. Yeah, nice. Bit nice possession-based football from Wrexham. Slightly negative because they could have gone in advanced position, so they've gone all the way back to defence and back again. Nice triangle play, working it upfield. Yeah, nice ball forward there to Smith. Smith cutting in from the right-hand side on his left foot. And then Wrexham just on the 30-yard line, really. Just trying to get the ball forward, but intercepted by Reading. No, and then Wrexham lost possession. Then Reading have got it back again, and now Reading trying to move forward with the game. Nice ball forward out to number 9, and just lost possession again. Wrexham have got the ball. Yeah, trying to go right hand side. It's interesting. Both teams have good play for about 2 or 3 touches, and then it just all breaks down really quickly. And that's the story of the half, really. Both teams are playing decent football at times, but then it soon breaks down. And you can see they've been well coached. There's a tactics from both teams, to work the ball through. It's not hit and hope long ball, although there haven't been a few balls. So Wrexham probably been more guilty of just the hit and hope clearance from their lines, but Reading haven't done. They've been playing it out from the back. They've been moving it around. But again, it's after three or four passes, especially trying to get past the halfway line and into the final thirds, that's when it starts to break down. Long crossfield ball there from Reading. Again, lost possession. Now Wrexham, nice interchange of play. In out. Okay, now breaking into the final third for Reading. Number 29 there, Barnett on the right-hand side, trying to cut left, inside left. Wrexham just kind of teetering around the 30-yard line, just outside the box. Back to the defender, and just the centre circle nearly, and then trying to move it out to that, trying to find the angle to get a cross in. 38. There, Lee just coming in a little bit deeper there. Oh, nice ball down the right-hand flank, and nice cross in. Who's there, though? Who's there? It's a header. Oh, easy for the keeper, straight at the keeper. But I tell you what, that's a warning sign for Reading. That was a decent run, nice probing ball down the right-hand side, and that's where there was a decent cross came in. It was a floated cross, really. Didn't come in with pace, and the Reading, I think it was Smith trying to come in and trying to hit that or head that ball, but straight into the keeper's arms. Quite easy header. But now we're Reading down the right hand side, cross ball into the penalty area, and just a bit of a miss header there by the Reading player. It was Mahoney, and back with Reading, Garcia moving the ball out to number 9 on the left hand side, and he's going to go forward. No, he's going to back to Savage, I believe. Yeah, Savage there. Looks like a decent player, Savage, actually. Got to say, for Reading, it's comfortable on the ball, trying to distribute the ball nicely, trying to work those long balls, those crossfield balls. Just holding out the left hand side here. It goes into number 9 again. Back to Savage. Nice one-touch football, one-touch passing. Nice forward ball into number 9. Oh, and that's a free kick to Reading. Yeah, shirt pulled by the Wrexham player, number 37, James. Matty James. So he probably needs to... they're working hard, Wrexham, in the centre of the park. They've definitely, the second half of this half, they've definitely started to work harder and close Reading down. So Reading are struggling now, a lot more so. They're having a harder time trying to break through the final third here. But now, number 9, just getting into the penalty area. Ooh, keeper. Oh, that's a penalty. Is it? Oh, no. Mahoney just went down. I thought the keeper had brought him down. But no, it was safe. It was safe. Let's have a look at this again. Number 9 just works the ball coming into the edge of the end. He pumps the foot forward, and... Well, I think it was more of a stumble, really, over the keeper. I don't think there was anything intentional there. Okay, so back to Reading. Reading trying to clear the lines, coming up through the centre circle. Long ball pump forward to, who was it? Doyle. Doyle coming in the 6-yard box. Oh, I think he's hit the upright. Hit the upright there. What a flash of a shot. Just hit the upright there. My God. Right, there we go. Getting buzzed here. Lots of people buzzing me. They're probably thinking, what the hell are you doing covering a Wrexham Reading game on this channel? Well, I tell you, it's a sports reaction channel. I cover anything, really. Anything that takes my fancy. That was a great shot there from Doyle. Left hand side, beat the keeper and just hit the cross. I thought it was the upright that he'd hit, but it's actually the crossbar. Corner in from Reading, cleared by Wrexham easily, and then back to possession for Reading. But no, the ref has blown up Reading player down, just on the D there. Not sure what's the matter with him. Got to say, not sure what's the matter with him. Not sure what's happened with the Reading fans. I've got to say, if you're a Reading fan, I think you're going to be quite satisfied with what you've seen so far. I don't think there's much to complain about at all from this performance from Reading. They've done all right. I think probably Wrexham were going to feel a little bit more pissed off than Reading fans. This is, But I think if you're a Wrexham fan, you're probably a lot happier with the second half of the first half performance than the first half, first 20 minutes of the first half. They weren't really closing down Reading. They were giving them too much respect, letting them play around the park and letting them come through the lines. But make no mistake about it, there's not a great deal of difference between these two sides tonight. One is a Championship, one is a League One team. But I tell you what, there's not a great deal of difference. Tonight, there isn't a great deal of difference at all. Okay, let's have a quick look around the other games. Cardiff now 2-0 up against Burnley. I think Burnley have thrown this one away, really, aren't they? Robinson. Colwell got the first one. Robinson on 35. Lincoln City 1-0 up against Chelsea. R Street. Kreska are already under pressure from a lot of Chelsea fans after they lost at home to Man United. Not at home, they lost to Man United at Man United after the keeper got sent off, Gomes got sent off, but also they're talking about the tactical decision to take off the players that he did in that kind of immediate restructuring. I thought a lot of Chelsea fans thinking that wasn't the right thing to do. Well, Maresca, he's under a bit of pressure here, isn't he? Bit of pressure. Wycombe Wanderers still 1-0 up against Wigan. Wolves still 1-0 up against Everton as well. Back to the Wrexham game, and out for a goal kick for Wrexham. Goal kick. Long ball pumped forward for Reading to try and work down the right-hand side for Lee to get onto, but nothing happening there. Nothing happening so far. 4 minutes added time in the first half for this game of Wrexham against Reading. Now with the keeper, Wrexham keeper to take a goal kick, Burton, and hoofs it upfield. And there we go. Lee just gets his head on it. I think it's Lee got his head on it. Now Wrexham struggling to retain possession, and now Reading back with it, crossing the halfway line with Doyle, I believe it is, and then number 9, I can't pronounce his word, Habib Habetyaman. There you go. Dusuf, will I do a watch along for the FIFA 2026 World Cup? Yeah, I'll probably do a watch along actually for some of the qualification games before then. Let's have a look here. We got look at this, Real Madrid now. Here we go. Let's have a look at some of the other games. Spanish Liga. No, hasn't started yet. Just started. There we go. Hey, some silliness going on in those in those comments there. You almost had me there. You almost had me. AC Milan 1-0 up against Lecce. Jimenez there with their goal. Udinese beat Palermo 2-1. Cagliari 4-1 Frosinone. And let's have a look at the Benfica game. 50 minutes in, 0-0. Okay, back to this game here. Let's have a look. Reading, possession on the right-hand side, just coming back into their own half. Battling, Wrexham pressing high, battling in the centre of the park, trying to push Reading back so they're not able to come forward so easy. That's definitely a change in their approach to this game. They definitely put a lot more pressure on Reading, but Reading trying to advance on the left-hand side. Number 9 to cross ball infield, and again gets it back again. Slightly miscontrols it, bit of bobbling away there. Back heel to Doyle. Oh, this is nice ball. And Savage, bit of a tame cross ball in there. They needed a bit more height on that ball. Easily cleared by Wrexham. Steam down there, but cleared. Sensible clearance there by Stevens in the Reading goal. Didn't hoof it up. Number 9 turns just on the inside the half. Now ball out to the right-hand side. Once again, right, so in the penalty area. Turn, is he going to shoot? He's trying to. Oh, Wrexham cleared away. Just couldn't get the ball from beneath his feet and cleared easily. But every time Wrexham are clearing the ball, they're just hoofing it up the field. And there's nobody there. There's nobody there to take it, to get the ball. Reading again, moving the ball nicely out to the left-hand side. Number 9, bit of overlap play here. Savage, nice bit of height on that ball. And just nobody put a head on it. Almost like docked out of the way there. And got the ball across field. Again, cleared by Wrexham, out for a corner. So it's this is pretty much going to be the last kick of the half, isn't it? 4 minutes, we're at 48-36, just about to... let's see what happens here. Reading. There we go, take the corner. Into the 6-yard box, cleared by Wrexham. And again, nobody there to help them with that. And the ref has called for half-time. So half-time, 0-0 for Wrexham against Reading. Okay, quick rundown of the scores before I sort of get into it. Dundee 1-0. Home to Dundee United, I should say. Sorry, apologies. Dundee United 1-0 leading home to Aberdeen. Falkirk at home losing to Hibs 2-1. Brighton beating Barnsley 3-0. Cardiff beating Burnley 2-0. Fulham, Cambridge 0-0. Lincoln City beating Chelsea 1-0. Wigan Athletic, Wycombe Wanderers, Wycombe 1-0 up. Wolves beating Everton 1-0. Wrexham Reading 0-0. Liverpool Southampton 0-0. All right, so the goals are coming in thick and fast here. Let's have a look at the National League. Altrincham 1-0 against Forest Green Rovers. Brackley Town still 1-0 up against Truro. City Rochdale 3-0 up still. Woking 1-0 up against Sutton United. York City now 3-0 up. Scottish Championship, Airdrieonians 0, St Johnstone 2, Ayr United 1, Dunfermline 0 there, or Dunfermline Athletic 0, Ayr United 1 I should say. Trophy games. Let's have a look here. Scottish Challenge Cup. Alloa Athletic 1-0 up against Kilmarnock. Annan Athletic 2-2 against Rangers second. Clyde 1-1 against East Fife. Dumbarton, 3-3 against County Hearts. Interesting. Half time. Forfar Athletic 1-0 up against Aberdeen seconds. Inverness Caledonia Thistle 3-0 up against Dundee's second team. Peterhead losing 1-0 to visitors. Elgin City, Queen of the South 2, Hearts second team 0. Spartans against Dundee United second team 0-0. St Asmuir 1-0 up against East Kilbride. Stirling Albion 1, Montrose 2, Stranraer 2, Motherwell second team 0. Welsh Premier, couple of games here. Britain Ferry 1-0 up against Clonethy Town. Cardiff MU 0. Penny Bont, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. 2. Colwyn Bay 0. Barlowtown 1. Cunners Quay 0. Carnarvon Town 1. Haverford West County 0. Barrytown United 0. New Saints 2. Flint Town United 1. And then in the Spanish Liga games, Levante still 0-0 against Real Madrid. Sevilla still 0-0 against Real Madrid. AC Milan in Coppa Italia in Italy, 1-0 up against Lecce, 37 minutes gone there. Anderlecht 0-0 against Ghent there in the second half there as well. And then Portugal, Benfica, 21 minutes against Rio Ave, 0-0 there, 0-0. So interesting. Yeah, I think it's some. Look, I think I've picked the right game tonight. I've got to say, I think I picked the right game. Although some, you could say Brighton against Barnsley would be a decent game, and obviously it depends if you're a Barnsley fan or a Brighton fan. But look, it's interesting here. Look, all I would say for Wrexham, if Wrexham is kind of struggling against Reading here, on the face of it, it should be they should be a better team than Reading. Certainly with a bit more of the funding that they got, the players that they got. But Reading are more than holding their own. They're more than holding their own. They're actually playing a lot better than I thought they would. So, Reading haven't had a great start to the season. Wrexham haven't had the best start. But, and the manager's under pressure. And you're going to wonder, well, is this going to... are they going to do anything this season in the Championship? Are they going to be under pressure to even stay in the league? I can't see them actually struggling to stay in the league. I think they will stay in the league, and I think that's what they need to do. They need to consolidate, stay in this league. It probably isn't within their mission statement or within their plan, the club plan, to try and get promoted. And that would be the dream. I remember when they first took over, the two actors, that's what would be the dream, to go up to the Premier League. They've achieved that dream so far, coming up from the National League to League Two to League One to the Championship, back to back. Well, 3 times promotion. They're going to the Championship, but you would imagine that going from now. It's a long way to go in the league, right? But let's just say they got into the playoffs. I think that's all you can hope for, really, get into the playoffs. And they won the playoffs, for example. they would really struggle in the Premier League. And most teams do coming up from, but especially a team that just don't have the long-standing infrastructure to play at this kind of level. And so, you would imagine, so actually the prudent fan, the Wrexham fan, you probably think, you know what, we really should just try and stay in the league, consolidate, maybe have a go next season or the season after, have 2 or 3 seasons in the Championship. And I know that's hard for a lot of fans to take, really, but I'm just talking objectively, looking from the outside, looking in. You actually want to build up a lot of resilience to this kind of quality of football, and not just going, oh, we have so many teams that come up from the Championship into the Premier League, and they just can't cope. And they show a lot of naivety as well. And judging by the way Wrexham are playing tonight, they will get torn apart. They will get absolutely torn apart. The way that Reading were able to break through their lines, get into the 18-yard box and get away shots in the Premier League, they would do that, with greater speed, greater accuracy, and, they wouldn't miss. Unless you're West Ham, of course, then we couldn't hit a barn door in the wind. But there we go, So they're just showing some goals here. Lincoln City hit the post before they scored. Oh, that was a decent hit. On 42 minutes, then. Oh, terrible! This cross. Oh. I'll tell you what, they deserve to go down there, because that was the ball that I was talking about in the first half. That a lot of these pros, they knock it again across the 18-yard box to another defender, and they just got found out. And when I was playing football, when I was coaching football, I'd always say, never do that, never go. No, because any slight mishit, then all of a sudden the opposition has got the ball here. Brighton 3-0 up at half time. He's got a hat trick, hasn't he? Just showing the Brighton goals now. Coming through right hand side. Oh, what a hit! What a hit for the second goal here. It's by Gomez, isn't it? What a hit. Power. Almost a little bit. Totally different angle, but almost the way he struck the ball, the way the ball flew there. It's almost a little bit Leeds United, Tony Yeboah. And again, what a goal. Oh my word, what a goal. Very much. I'll tell you what, if you remember back in the day, if you're of a certain age, you remember Tony Yeboah's 2 goals he scored for Leeds when they were last in the Premier League. And those 2 goals were kind of a little bit reminiscent of those. If you don't know those goals, go type up Tony Yeboah, Yeboa, Leeds United, 2 goals. You'll see them. Absolute screamers of goals. But there we go. Okay, so listen, I think they're talking about this in a half time. What I'm seeing here, and they're pretty much going to say what I've said. That Reading had much the better half overall. Wrexham woke up, but they're still struggling to contain Reading, and Reading are playing much better football. Where Wrexham are starting to play better football, trying to get the ball on the deck, but every time they're getting caught out in possession, they're trying to clear. They're defending well, but every time they're clearing their lines, they're just being pumped up the pitch, and there's nobody there to gather and hold the ball up and drag them out. But they are pressing now. After 20 minutes, they start pressing higher up the field and giving Reading less space. But Reading is still finding space to get forward. So they've readjusted. Some decent play. They're playing better football. Liverpool just taking the lead here against Southampton. Let's have a look here. Who scored for them? Isak. There we go. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to be really happy. Isak is on the score sheet for you now. He's just sort of slowly bedded in, hasn't he? He didn't have much of a pre-season, obviously, because all the shenanigans with not wanting to play for Newcastle anymore. But look, he's scoring. He's scoring for you. If you're a Liverpool fan, you're going to be happy with that, aren't you? Yeah, so everywhere else, still half time. Let's just have a look at those other games as I'm talking here. Yeah, Spanish, Levante, Real Madrid, Sevilla, Villarreal, all 0-0 still. AC Milan still leading Lecce 1-0. Benfica still 0-0 with Rio Ave, 29 minutes there. Yeah. So I'm just trying to get this back up. It'd be interesting to see what each manager does. Phil Parkinson for Wrexham. He's playing a 3-4-2-1 apparently tonight. It's hard to see. It looked more like a 3-4-3 most of the time, I've got to say. But 3-4-2-1. It's much of a nutshell really. Noel Hunt, manager of Reading. He's playing a 4-2-3-1. You know what? It's again this 4-2-3-1 thing. It looked more like a 4-5-1 with mobility there on the wings. That's what it looked more like to me. But there we go, and I could be completely wrong there. Yeah, he's let's have a look here. 4-2-3. Yeah, 4-2-3-1. I can see that. Mahoney up there by himself, but he sometimes would come in deep as well. So it's not a strict formation. This is all loose. Okay, we've got some footage now. Back to Wrexham. Still players warming up on the pitch there. Not a great deal to happen. I would imagine they'll be coming back out very shortly. Just quick shot of the fans there. Looking very happy with what they've seen so far. I think if you're a Reading fan, you're very happy. Yeah, these are Reading fans. Look, they're all smiles. They're all happy. Why wouldn't they be? What they've seen. Why wouldn't they be? That's a long way to go, isn't it, to Wrexham on a Monday night for a lot of these Reading fans. Fair play to them. Fair play to any fans that, travel the length and breadth of the country. So they're, let us know in the chat. Let us know, who your teams are, who you support, what you're hoping for this season, that kind of thing. If you're even interested in these games, if you're interested in Wrexham against Reading, if you're interested in these League Cup games or these Carabao Cup games, do you think we should even have the League Cup and just scrap it and just stick with the FA Cup? Most countries don't have two cup competitions. Most just have the one cup competition, whereas we've got two cups, haven't we? Two domestic cups. It just makes for more football. And the problem is that the Premier League teams usually field out a lot of their players that haven't got first team match experience. So it's a way of just keeping them, ticking over as well. But usually this is why they can be caught out quite quickly against a lower league team who's at full strength with their regular first team playing. And that's why, you get the Grimsbys beating the Man Uniteds, that kind of thing. But here, the teams are coming out again here. Just coming out the small tunnel that they've got there at Wrexham. Coming out. Reading playing from left to right, as I see it right now. Wrexham playing right to left, as I see it. Can't see any substitutions as yet. Let me just have a look. I don't believe so. No. Garcia has been swapped by Jay Ryan, I believe. So we'll have to see if that's absolutely true. So Phil Parkinson, Wrexham manager, just making his way out to the dugout or across the pitch. It's almost a weird setup. They come out from one side of the pitch. Then they have to walk all the way across the other side. I think that's what they need to redevelop the racecourse ground here, Wrexham, don't they? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. No changes as I can see as yet. I could be mistaken for Wrexham, but I believe Garcia has gone off for Reading, or so it says here for Jay Ryan. Is that correct? Or am I misreading that? Okay, just waiting for the game to restart now. And here we go. And we are off. Yes, ref looking at his watch. deciding, should we start? Yes, let's start up now. There we go. And kick-off by Wrexham. And it's second half underway. 0-0. And long ball forward, right-hand side, and immediately lose possession. Reading immediately get the foot on the ball. Crossfield pass, long ball from Savage is cut out by Wrexham defence, now just past the halfway line, and now Wrexham on the ball. Now Lee making strides into the penalty area. It's a cross come from the right hand side, and it's got to be what has he done there? Number 7 McLean, he was coming in from the left hand side, and instead of just swinging his right boot at it, he decided to just go with his left foot. Completely wrong. I assume he hasn't got a right foot. Because that was just begging for a right foot shot there. Oh, just what was that? That was rubbish, mate. McLean, sorry, you know it. That was a wrong decision. That was a wrong choice. And you're pretty much attacking the ball from square on. You're never going to get anything there. You're never going to get any swerve or any accuracy with that. Really need to come in with your right foot there. All wrong. So it's a throw-in. Left-hand side for Reading. The left-hand side for Reading, this is. Halfway in the Wrexham half. And just about to take the throw-in here. Okay. Ball comes in. Reading trying to get the ball forward, left-hand side. Wrexham clearing. But no, they lost possession. Reading trying to break into the penalty area, intercepted by a Wrexham player. But Reading got it back. Wrexham not doing well defensively, losing possession quite quickly. Here we go. Reading into the penalty area. Oh, Wrexham scramble it away and just make long ball forward again. Bad pass for Wrexham. Moving forward. Reading down the right-hand side here. Looking forward. Number 2, Abrefa. There we go. Still playing on. Is this a free kick? Free kick for McLean. Not happy for Wrexham. Gave away the free kick there. He's contesting that. It did look about 6 of one, half a dozen of the other from Abrefa McLean. Yeah, he sort of fell over Abrefa rather than actually being pushed over. I think that was a bit harsh. Yeah. I just slated the guy, McLean, for that crappy shot. But I do feel for him on that one. I think that was much of a muchness for that one. There wasn't much in it at all. Okay, so Reading with a free kick from the right-hand side. Just about number 29 is... who is that? Doyle. Doyle about to take the free kick. Outswinger there, coming out. 6-yard box cleared by Wrexham. And now pumped up and then just out to Reading again. They're back on the attack. Doyle again, left foot in. All cleared away. Cleared the lines from the 12-yard area from Wrexham. Bit of aerial ping-pong in the centre of the park. Now back to Reading back line. And then, get it out wide. Again, Reading playing some really good football. They're starting the second half as they start the first half. Pumping the ball around, making space for each other, moving it out to the left now. And, good possession-based football with intent and with product as well. Okay, back out to the right-hand side. This kind of horseshoe football that's become so popular now. Into the penalty area. The keeper just cleared his lines, just kind of bobbled his way through to it. A bit of miscontrol there by both the defence and the attack. Bobbled through to the keeper who cleared the lines and out to touch. Reading throw just by the technical area of for the Wrexham manager, Phil Parkinson. There we go. Now Reading throw again. Let's have a quick look at the scores as I'm here. Brighton still 3-0 up. Cardiff still 2-0 up. Chelsea 2-1 now against Lincoln City. They've woken up. George on 48 minutes. Buonanotte on 50 minutes. There we go. Liverpool 1-0 up. I did say that Isak, didn't I? I've already said that. So there we go. Let's have a look here. Oops. Right, Wrexham, right-hand side, just playing in their right-back position. A big hoof up the field. Hoof it up there. Lost possession. Back into the Wrexham half. And they've got the possession back. Trying to work it out the left-hand side. McLean gets the ball back to their defender. And then up again. In the centre part, in the centre circle. Back to the right-hand side, right defence. Midfield, right wing, back to the right back. And then just trying to probe, just trying to find their way up the line. Long ball upfield down the right-hand flank. Easily cleared by the Reading defender. But Reading lose possession again. Wrexham regain possession on the attack, 30 yards. Trying to probe the left-hand side of the penalty area with McLean. Bumps the ball in field. Just hovering around the D. Looking for a long shot here. It's got to be, it's coming, isn't it? It's got to be coming. And then, no, just moving it back. Reading just closed down the space, closed down the opportunities there. Forced Wrexham back, and now Reading dispossessed Wrexham, and they're coming forward. Slowly, methodically, coming forward. Yep. Reading playing around the back, and the right back position, number 2, Abrafa. Back to Strickland. At the back, Savage, I believe that is, taking the ball forward. Doyle, and then Garcia, then Jacob. Wrexham in possession now. As I say, Wrexham trying to break forward. Their player there, he's just gone through 4 or 5 players. Now moves it out to the left-hand side, McLean. Let's just see what he gets it forward into the penalty area. Left-hand side's got to be back to McLean. Got ball into the centre box. Nobody there to meet it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's going to be offside if any Wrexham player touches that, but it's cleared. Back into the halfway line, Wrexham back to the keeper, Burton. He comes out well out the area here. And just playing on the back lines for Wrexham. Out to their right wing. Back again to defenders. Trying to probe, trying to move it forward. Trying to play it out defence. Trying to play football rather than just hoof and hope now. Bit of Wrexham. I've got to say I'm impressed with both teams in terms of the way they're trying to play football. At least they're trying. I would just say that Reading are doing it a little bit better right now. But they're trying to play football. It's nice to see. Yeah, there are mistakes being made, of course. And yeah, they're losing possession a little bit. But they're trying to play football. It's good. It's good stuff. It's all right. Yeah, they're all suffering with this kind of, pass it back to the keeper to retain possession a little bit. So I get it, but sometimes if you do it too much, you start to think, oh, this, just get the ball up the field. Do you know what I mean? So good interception there by Wrexham. It's a Reading throw. Reading throw from the right back position. The Reading right back position. Lee in with the tackle there. Thing is, if let's just say Wrexham were to go on a massive run here and go to the Premier League, as is sometimes the case, or a lot of the case, a lot of these players are not Premier League. They're not. They're just not Premier League quality. So it's almost like they'd have to go on a massive buying spree, just like Sunderland have done, to even stick a chance to, a lot of these teams are coming to the Premier League as well. And they might start off okay, a couple of games here, but then they soon get found out. So if they haven't got Premier League quality players, they'll get found out really quickly, and then they'll start getting hammered. But look, I've got to say, Leeds and Sunderland so far this season have done all right. Burnley have, not so much, so great. But I think the teams that are really in trouble this season are definitely West Ham, my team, definitely Wolves so far. And it's a toss-up between somebody like Burnley and Brentford, I would say. Villa, yeah, they're there. But I just can't see Villa struggling for that much of the season. I think they'll be okay. I'd be very surprised if Villa continue in the way they have. But But West Ham, Wolves, not good at all. So Wrexham back in possession again, just trying to play it out defence. Coming on the left-hand side here. Yeah. Doubling back into the defensive line, trying to probe down this left-hand side, trying to make waves, but there doesn't seem to be much of an ultimate plan. They're trying to get the ball forward, but it doesn't as if they're having much success in trying to get into the final third. It's not so bad in playing out of defence and playing it and crossing the halfway line, but it's that ball. So now left-hand side here, down the left flank, trying to get the ball across. Nice crossing by McLean, and then cleared off the 6-yard line. And Reading, easy clearance, really. Nothing for Wrexham there. And again, Wrexham, ball into the centre, and it's deflected out for a corner. Wrexham corner. Doing all right. Let's have a quick look at the scores as we're waiting for the... Here, no changes. Brighton still 3-0 up. Cardiff 2-0 up. Chelsea still 2-1. Wycombe Wanderers still 1-0 up. Wolves still 1-0 up. And Liverpool 1-0 as well. Right, let me just look at the lineups again. Let's have a look. Match stats. Yeah, 50-50 so far. And Reading have had 16 touches inside the box versus Wrexham. Yeah, that kind of match up. Okay, ball into the centre here. Oh, just right under the crossbar. And I'm not sure if the keeper got a hand to that, but touched it away, and away it goes. Very, very difficult to contend with Wrexham. Here we go. Oh, it's a goal by Wrexham. Goal, come in. Wow, what a goal there. Come in. The ball came in. Hit the crossbar, came back out again, recycled it, went into the area, and just got a really nice touch there. Really nice touch. Yeah, and Broadhead on 57 minutes. So, yeah, Wrexham 1-0 up against Reading. Home fans are going to be happy with that. Phil Parkin's going to be happy with that. And the Hollywood boys are going to be happy with that. They've got to be happy with that, right? Surely. Yeah, a win's a win. They've struggled, Wrexham, in this game to contend with Reading. Reading have given a really good account of themselves. Yeah, very well taken goal. Came in from the right-hand side. Lee initially tried to put a post, but then he just, off the ricochet, came back, took one little touch. Nice goal. Sort of curled it round the defender, and the keeper was blinded, really. Couldn't really get a good view, but also curled it beyond the left hand of the keeper, who's diving to try and save it. But yeah, decent there. Decent from Reading. Tidy, as they would say up there. I'm sure the Welsh boys will say tidy up there. But anyway, or maybe it's South Wales they say that. I don't know. I know it's been a long time since I've mixed it up with the Welsh boys. But anyway, okay, so it's free kick for Wrexham now. Left-hand side of the Reading penalty area. Reading just got to keep their composure now. Got to focus. 1-0 down. McLean is going to take this with his left boot. He must only have a left boot. He can't. He's got nothing else, I don't think. He's going to outswing this, I would have thought. He's going to try and get onto the 6-yard area. Let's see what he does. Floats it over. Easily cleared by Reading. Oh, volley there by the Wrexham defender. Just on the edge of the D and the 18-yard by James. That was by James, and he skied it way over the bar. Nice effort though. It just came to him, and he thought, "Oh, I'm going to swing a left leg at this." Decent. It was all right. It was all right. Okay, there we go. So, and it's. They got a stat here on target shots on target 3-1 to Wrexham. I don't know if it's in this half, but that doesn't, it can't be the whole game because that doesn't reflect really what's happened. Reading have had, I would say, the better possession. Whilst it hasn't, this pretty much even possession. I would say it's better possession, but Wrexham have taken the lead. Yeah, they were getting better, Wrexham. Were starting to have a bit more success. So they were patient. They got in there. They rode their luck a lot. There's no doubt. They've definitely rode their luck. But there we go. Back with the keeper for Reading. Wrexham. And Wrexham playing it out from the back again. And trying to move... playing a bit of a dangerous game here. Just out to the left-hand side with McLean into the infield. Under pressure. Back to the Wrexham defender. Almost losing possession there. They've got to be careful here, Wrexham. They've overplayed it there. Lost possession. Now it's a bit scrappy here. McLean, again, trying to go forward. Manager has just stood there with his arm out like that. Get the ball forward. That's what he's saying. Get it up there. What are you doing there? Okay, right-hand side now. Wrexham still in possession. Trying to get the ball infield. Now just crossing the halfway line. Trying to run at the Reading defence. So you got, out to the right-hand side. See if we can get a early crossing. Easy diving header away for Reading to clear the lines. Wrexham again. Centre of the park. And trying to push it forward to the... here we go. And all right on the edge of the D. Here we go. Oh, good shot. Just slightly scuffed shot there. Pulled shot. Just down the left-hand side by Lee. Should have done better, really. I think he should have done better. Tried to get that ball on target. Good move, though, by Wrexham. Nice ball forward. Persisting and putting Reading under pressure. Nice little layoff. And then Lee just sort of took a swipe at it and could have possibly taken a touch there and then gone for the shot. Yeah, Wrexham again really starting to put the hammer down here, starting to take over the game here and take more of the possession. So Wrexham getting better on the left hand side with McLean. No, he has got a right foot. He just swung it in with his right foot there. Cleared by Reading. Out to Wrexham again. Wrexham really just relentless pressure for Reading. Reading got a hold on here. Into the 18-yard box. Out to the wing again. See if he can get another cross in here. He does. Oh, keeper makes a fine save. But, cleared Reading. Almost a Wrexham player onto the end of that. Crossing the halfway line. Wrexham again just trying to probe. Trying to run Reading ragged, I would imagine. Trying to run them ragged. Look at this. Out to the right-hand side. Wrexham. Long ball. Out to McLean on the left-hand side. Pretty much to the corner flag. Trying to get his play. Big boot cross field. Yeah, it goes right to the other end. But now Reading clear again. Yeah. And then back to the Wrexham keeper. All the way back. Back up to Doyle and then over to Brunt. Yeah. And then, was it Matty James? Brunt. Out to, I think it's Brunt. Barnett. Can't really see from here. They're just playing along their back lines. Just slowing it down a little bit. They got the possession. They're 1-0 up. They just need to coast this, really. Just keep on pulling Reading, left and right, pulling them apart. Make them chase a game, make them chase possession, and then you're going to tire them out, and then the gaps will start to open up. The gaps are already starting to open up, in all fairness, in this game. The gaps are starting to open up. There we go. Reading again. Dispossessed. Wrexham really taking a foothold here. Let's have a look here. Still look at the... but the scores, no changes there. Wrexham crossing the halfway line, trying to probe down the right-hand side. Back in field, halfway line for Wrexham. Yeah, just playing possession-based football here, slowing it down, walking pace a little bit. Nothing too challenging for them. Nothing too risky. Yeah, nice infield ball there for Wrexham. Out towards the left-hand side, McLean again. And he's going to try and get his left foot on it. Passes it back to Matty James. Matty James into, forward ball. Right-hand side, right-hand flank. Right-hand wing. And they're trying to beat his player. Let's see if he can get a cross in now and out for a throw-in. They basically double-teamed him, Barnett, and lost possession really, but out for a throw-in. Wrexham throw. Yeah, interesting. Let's have a look, see what we got here. So, Reading about to make some substitutions. Let's have a look, see what we got. We got 8 for 10. So, Savage off. Have we? 11. Karawa is coming off. Yeah, so we got Ryan is on for Garcia was. We got Wing on for Savage, Fraser on for Elliott, and Payne on for Karawa. No substitution for Wrexham as yet. Yeah, so Fraser on for Elliott. You got Wing on for Savage. Wrexham into the cleared again, out for a corner, is it? Yeah, corner for Wrexham. Lane on for Karawa. Rushisha on for number 9. Rushisha, there we go. So they just had him as on as well for number 9. Hehiba Hatabi Homianham. However you pronounce it. Right, Wrexham corner. So Reading going for it, making these substitutions. Wrexham, no substitutions just yet. 1-0 up. 6 minutes on the clock. Now Wrexham have a corner. Bit of jockeying bit of jostling, I should say, in the centre of the penalty area. Referee is right in amongst them, telling them all off not to hold each other or push each other. There we go. Ref is now walking away. He's going to be blowing up there for a corner. Let's just see what happens. Oh. Nope, don't know what happened there. Here we go. Right, coming in. Oh, in swinger again. God, that's such a dangerous free kick. Swings it in, and the keeper just gets it off from under the crossbar. Okay. Oh, nice ball in. Oh, just safely into the hands. Safe hands by the Reading keeper there, Stevens. Safe hands. Right, but Wrexham regain possession there again. I would say it was a bad ball out from Stevens out to their left-hand side, but lost possession. Wrexham really taking a hold of this game now. Looking forward. Reading have it now. Left-hand side. Trying to probe forward. Pushing the ball forward, but easy claim by Burton. Just come out to the corner of his 18-yard. Right-hand corner of his 18-yard box. Okay, playing it out. Jacob. Out to McLean. Sorry, that was Doyle. Out to McLean. Throw in Reading. Is it? Yes. Throw into Reading. Here we go. Reading playing it around the back. Jacob looks there. Strickland. So let's see what they got. Yeah, I just don't know the numbers. That's the problem of the players now. They've changed all the substitutions. Well, he's made 5 substitutions in this game. That's the second time the corner's come in and it's just come right under the crossbar, and the keeper's had to basically just palm it away. Very intelligent corner, really, because it's really putting that keeper under pressure. Because you can't catch it because it's right under the crossbar. Here we go. Looking up. Wrexham on the hunt. They're coming forward, just trying to probe into the 18-yard box. Is the right move or cleared by Reading? But pumping it forward into the... It's a second goal. It's a second... Yeah, second goal for Wrexham. There was a bit of thing. I think what the Reading keeper and defender was still trying to clear it, although the first shot I think had bounced over the line. But then he came in, the Wrexham player came in and secured it. It'd be interesting to see if the first shot actually cleared the line, went over the line. And it's only so they might want to contest whether there was a foul in the second phase to get the ball over the line clearly. But if the ball had already crossed the line, it'd be a definite goal anyway. But here we go. I'm just having a better look at it now. Yeah. I don't know. They've just shown a shot that missed. What they've shown that for. So Wrexham, 2-0 up, 70 minutes. Let's have a look. Here we go. It was coming forward. It was Lee pushing the ball forward. Reading cleared it. Cross came in. Yeah, I think that crossed the line. I think that already crossed the line. I think that's what they're looking at to see if the ball... Oh, no, it didn't. It didn't cross the line. It didn't cross the line. But then, yeah, so the second one in, they were fumbling on the goal line, and then the Reading player came in and made sure of it, kicked it out of the hands pretty much. But I think there was a handball there anyway by the Reading player. It's very hard to see because they're not really they're not showing it, slowing it down so much. But yeah, I think definite goal for Wrexham. Got no qualms about that. Really, I thought the first shot had gone over the line, but it looks as if it's just, past. Sorry, it's just hit the line, on the line. Okay, 2-0 here for Wrexham. Thompson off, Brian on for Wrexham. First substitution made. Yeah. Okay, so we've got just 18 minutes ago, 20 odd minutes possibly with stoppage time. Reading now on the hunt for this game. Looks as if they're going out of the League Cup here now. In the third round, Wrexham getting a much needed win to boost their confidence as well, you would have thought. Reading just trying to probe at the right hand side. Coming back in, back to the defence. You could see this coming, though, because Wrexham were getting more of a foothold in the game and Reading less so. They really have died off, Reading, in terms of the possession, in terms of probing, getting forward, breaking through the lines, working the final third. I don't think they've really done anything in the final third this half, actually. Probably once they've got into the final third, off their own back. But nothing much at all. Yeah, Reading trying to make some room in the centre, just gone through into their half, breaking down the left hand side now, trying to probe. So this is where I get a bit frustrated with possession based football, because you're 2-0 down, you should be chasing the game, and there should be a little bit more urgency. Cross into the box by Reading, easily cleared by Wrexham. Oh, miscued pass there, or clearance. Yeah, that was poor from Wrexham to clear it. Oh, nice little play there. I think it's Matty James there coming out. It's a poor ball forward. Lucky they got into that, really. McLean getting forward and back to the Reading keeper. That was a bit ping pong football there, really. Yeah, so O'Brien on for Thompson, Longman on for Barnett, and Dobson on for Broadhead for Wrexham. So second half. Wrexham really coasting here now. 2-0 up. Don't really need to do anything. Just need to maintain focus, concentration. Not let Reading back into the game. That's all they need to do. Pass back to the keeper. Under a bit of pressure there. And then McLean, Wrexham player holds it up. Giving possession away. Reading, this is what I mean. This is what they shouldn't do. They shouldn't let Reading back into the game. They should just keep easy possession. Reading need to harry them, need to pressurise them a lot more. Reading now just trying to work the ball down the flank. Nothing. Right, let's have a look at the scores now. Brighton now 4-0 up. 4-0 up, and it's that man again, Gomez. Gomez, four goals for. If you're a Brighton fan, you're a Gomez fan, you're having a nice time tonight. Burnley pulled one back against Cardiff City. Fleming for Burnley. Fulham 1-0 up against Cambridge United. Emil Smith Rowe on 66 minutes. Chelsea still 2-1 up against Lincoln City. Wycombe Wanderers 2-0 up against Wigan Athletic. McNeely on 62. And Wrexham, I say, obviously 2-0 up here. Just Wrexham on the hunt again, coming in, just trying to probe, trying to get through into the 18-yard box of Reading. Yeah, moving it forward. Lost, interception there by Reading and moving it out, trying to move it out forward. Reading are looking for another outlet player. And every time they're just trying to get into a possession where they're trying to move the ball out, they're looking around and there's nobody there as an outlet player. Their movement has slowed down in the second half. Their movement off the ball to create space, to create opportunity. That's what they're really lacking here. Liverpool's still 1-0 up as well. Let's just have a look here, see what we've got. So look at all the other teams. No real changes there. Oh, Rochdale, it says 2-0 now. Oh, no, that's wrong. Sorry. So Forest Green Rovers 2-1 up against Altrincham. Brackley still 1-0 up. Hartlepool 1-0 up against Gateshead. Rochdale 4-1 up against Solihull Motors. Woking 1-0 against Sutton United. York City 4-0 up against Carlisle. St Johnstone 2-1 up against Adrianians, and Ayr United 1-0 up against Dunfermline Athletic. Alloa Athletic Scottish Challenge Cup 3-0 up against Kilmarnock, second tier. Annan Athletic 4-3 up against Rangers, second tier. Clydesdale 1 up against East Fife. Dumbarton 3, County Hearts 3. Cove Rangers 1-1 with Hibs 2. Forth Athletic 2-1 up against Aberdeen, second team. Inverness, Caledonia Thistle 5-0 up against Dundee, second tier team. And Wrexham on the attack here again, just trying to get through the right hand side. And free kick there. Right, Peterhead 1-1 against Elgin City. Queen of the South 2-2 against Hearts, second tier. Spartans 1-0 up against Dundee United, second tier. Stenhouse Muir 3-0 up against East Kilbride. Sutton Albion 1, Montrose 2. Stranraer increasing their lead 3-0 up against Motherwell, second tier. Welsh Premier Britain Ferry 1-0 up against Llanelli Town. Cardiff MU losing 3-0 to Pennybont. Colwyn Bay losing 1-0 to Barlowtown. Conan's Quay losing 2-1 to Carnarvon Town. Haverfordwest losing 2-1 to Barrytown United. The New Saints 3-1 up against Flint Town. La Liga, Levante 0, Real Madrid 2, Vinicius Junior, Mastrantuono, the goal scorers there. Sevilla 0 and Villarreal 1. We got Oluwase, however you pronounce that. AC Milan 2-0 up. They got Nkuku. Wrexham ball come in. It's got to be header right at the keeper. Fine save. But somehow the ball got back into his hands there. So Milan 2-0 up. Anderlecht 1-0 up against Ghent. That's the Stroikens. And then looking up here, all the way down to the bottom. Benfica still 0-0 against Rio Ave. Okay. So that's a quick look at the lineups there. Back up there. Right, let's have a look, see what we've got. Reading now making progress down the right-hand side. Back infield again. Back out to the right wing. They need more urgency, Reading. Need more urgency. Again, possession-based football, this horseshoe football, up the left, back into the centre, up the right, back into the centre, back to the keeper. It's okay if you're still probing. When you're chasing the game, you need, sometimes, guess what? You need to be a bit more direct. That's all I can say. You need to be a bit more direct, and it's not as direct as it should be, if you know what I mean, right? Yeah, I'm losing signal here for some reason. There we go. Right, Reading ball into the 6-yard box, easily cleared by Wrexham. Yeah, a bit of aerial ping pong going on there, but now Reading retain possession, lose possession again. I spoke too soon, and then Wrexham have it. Oh, giving away a free kick at just about 25 yards out, right in front of the sticks. Bit sloppy that from Wrexham. Yeah, really didn't need to do that. Bit of a weak free kick all round, I think, that one, but there we go. Oh, Mahoney should have done better there, I think, in front of the six there. They're just showing a replay of an opportunity. Yeah, Wrexham again should have had a better score. Wrexham could be 3-1 up really by now. Okay, Reading with their free kick here. Wrexham have got a 3-man wall just outside the 18-yard box. Why does this? Here we go. Oh, shot in. The keeper flustered his lines. Oh dear, Burton. What did you do? What did you do? He just fluffed his. He didn't. I think he was trying to catch it, whatever. But he put it out for a corner. Okay, Reading corner now. Reading corner. Here we go. And headed away by Wrexham. Back in by Reading. Again, aerial ping pong. Now cleared the lines up the field to Wrexham. Back again. And now the game's starting to open up. Cleared again by Wrexham, but no, sorry, by Reading. But Wrexham get the ball, pump the ball forward. It was Lee making it, pushing the ball out wide to the right-hand side. There, ball coming in. Here we go. This has got to be a shot on target. McLean there, trying to get the ball left-hand side. Here we go. Oh, Wrexham just not able to get a head on it. And Reading clear their lines, but only to a Wrexham playing number 3. Trying to probe now. Just round about the halfway line, just inside the Reading half. Out to the right-hand side. And back again to... The problem is that it's here's the issue. If Reading maintain possession, they're not going to do anything with it. So they have to go for it a little bit. Here we go. Goal. Here's this a goal now. We've got McLean there, probing on the left-hand side. No. So Reading have to go with it. But, if they do go, they're going to leave themselves exposed at the back. So, obviously, this is what Wrexham have to exploit, of course. And, you can see that the gaps are there. If Reading have to chase the game, and then invariably the byproduct of chasing the game is that you're going to leave yourself exposed. But, you're losing 2-0, you lose 3-0, you're still losing, right? You're still going out the cup. So, there is an argument in a league game where just keep the goal difference down, right? I get it. I don't agree with it, but I get it. We have a manager like that. West Ham is very much like that right now. But in a cup game, it doesn't matter if you do 5-6-0, 10-0. You should just be going for it. If you're losing, you got 7 minutes to go. What you got to lose, just go for it. And they're still trying to play this possession-based football. They need to have a greater sense of urgency coming forward. There's been much better movement. It's almost like they're resigned to the fact that they're not going to win this here, which is a shame, because you would have thought that first half performance alone, you would have thought they would have had 3 or 4 goals. Could have easily had 3 or 4 goals. Reading, left-hand side, trying to get the ball forward defensively. Moving into centre. Now to the right-hand side here. Got to be quicker getting the ball in. Coming in the left-hand side. Floats the ball forward. Too close to the keeper. Easy catch on the keeper. They needed to do something better, either to take it on and quickly take your man on the right hand side and get a quick cross in, but you're cutting on your left hand side, and it's just a weak ball coming forward, too long, too close to the keeper. Reading, Reading just gave. Is that a free kick to Reading or a free kick to Wrexham? I think it's gone Reading's favour. Bit of a tumble there. Let's have a look here. They're showing the replay. Yeah, Wrexham player went. Oh, I don't know actually. I think it's 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other really. Perhaps. Okay, Wrexham setting up for a substitution here as well. 85 minutes. Not long now. Not long now. Reading got to do more. Got to do more with this. They've slowed right down. They need to find something there. Ball in the box. Oh, just a bit too far from the O'Mahony coming in. So close to getting pulling one back then. Look, if they'd scored then, it would have been a very interesting last 5 minutes, that's for sure. This is why they have to show this urgency to get that ball in there in those danger areas. And if they don't do it, they're never going to win. So they never got a chance of winning. Okay, so Wrexham now making a substitution. Who are they bringing off? Hardy coming on. And Hardy coming on. Is that McLean that's gone? Oh no, Smith. Smith has gone off. Number 28, Smith. Yeah. So Hardy coming on. Yeah, they got decent players to come on. Wrexham. He's played this well, Phil Parkinson. He's done it all right. He's contained them. They weren't doing very well first 15, 20 minutes of the first half. They started to find a foothold, and they've really sort of dominated possession and the opportunities in the second half as well. And they've kind of shown their quality in the second half, more so than the first half. First half, I thought there wasn't much of a difference between the teams. Reading were definitely having having the better of it for a lot of that first half. Reading can still do something though here. They got a free kick right hand side. They need to get this ball in the box. They can't sort of faff around here. They need to attack the ball. Don't get it too close to the keeper though. Coming in there, just go in the 18-yard box, and it's just it's out for a goal kick. Yeah. Obviously the Wrexham keeper Burton, he's just going to take his time now. Just puts on the 6-yard line, centre of the goal. Reading fans thinking, why did I travel all the way up here to watch Reading tonight? Could have stayed home. Could have watched a bit of Netflix. Could have watched, gone down to the pub. Could have had some fish and chips. Could have done whatever. Not coming up to Wales, North Wales, and on a bloody weekday night. But there we go. That's what you do. Wrexham. Oh, just a bit of a fumble there in the 6-yard box. Hardy almost latching onto a little opportunity there. Just went by. Yeah. Cleared. Last-ditch defending there by Reading. Ball comes in. McLean. Left swinger. Out. Oh, just cleared by Reading. And then skied it. And that was... Who was that? Their right back. I think one of the defenders came on. Who was that? Can't really see his name. He just skied it. Take a real big boot at that one. 88 minutes. Coming up to 89 minutes. Not much time now. No time really for Reading. Let's face it. They're not going to get an equaliser. They're not going to get 2 goals in a couple of minutes. But it has been done before. Let's just see what they can do. Reading just probing up the left-hand side. Back here. My problem here is that they haven't showed enough urgency with 2-0 down in sort of 10-15 minutes ago. They really should have really chased the game. And look, you don't have to protect any goal difference here. You're losing. You're going out of the cup. You need to find something. Right, working the left-hand side, Reading, trying to get that ball into the box. They do, and easily defended by Wrexham, who bring it out again. And big hoof up. And then here we go. The Hardy, he's taking around the keeper. Oh, last defending. Look, he's at an angle. They were closing it down. But almost another goal there for Wrexham. Took it round the keeper. Did all the right things. Went in. Probably, there's an argument to say he should have taken a shot straight away. Oh, what a shot there from the left-hand side, Mahoney. And pulled off a good save by the Wrexham keeper there. Last-ditch effort there by Mahoney. Nice ball. He's not a bad little player, Mahoney. He's done all right. Here we go. Right there. When Hardy took the ball around the keeper, the ball just kind of got stuck in the grass a little bit. If it kept on rolling, he probably would have had a good shot on goal here. Corner comes in for Reading. Wrexham clear. Back out to the right-hand side. And there we go. And Wrexham clear again. Wrexham clear. Break through the lines, crossing the halfway line. Oh, what was that? Such a poor ball. Could have easily had your teammate clean on goal. Poor choice of a ball going forward. Okay, Reading coming forward now, breaking through the left-hand side, trying to get into the penalty area, trying to make it put a cross through. Man on there, pal. Okay, now you got... bumping it out. You've got to take a shot here. You've got to take a shot, or keeper easily gathers in. Not sure how many added minutes are on here. I've missed it. 91 minutes. 91 and a half minutes. It's got to be. There haven't been that many stoppages in the game, surely. I don't think so. Here we go. Reading clear the lines. Back to the Wrexham defence. Pumping the ball forward. Long ball forward. Yeah. Okay, right back of Reading, trying to get the ball forward. No real urgency, trying to play it on the deck, but here we go. Reading just coming forward. I mean, on the balance of play in terms of quality of Reading, I think they should be doing better in League One than they're actually doing, because it's actually pretty decent football here. And that's not to say the other teams in League One aren't playing decent football, but they've kind of held their own for the most part with Reading. I know they're newly promoted from League One themselves from the last season, but they are a Championship side now, so they've had a lot more investment. They've gone out and bought a lot more players this summer, so the quality has shone through in the end. But Reading can, hold their heads high. 4 minutes added time, they've said, and now it's 92:30, coming up 40, 92 minutes, 40 seconds. So there's not a lot of time here at all. Not a lot of time. Yeah. Wrexham done all right, done what they needed to do. They've really taken hold of the second half, much more better possession and more successful possession going forward in the final thirds. And they've had 2 or 3 decent chances, a couple of well-taken goals. Could have had another 3 or 4. Could have easily had another 3 or 4 goals. But there we go. Right, Reading sort of trying to clear their lines, crossing the halfway line. Again, aerial ping pong again. And Reading just playing around the back, trying to work forward. There's no chance here. Just running down the clock, really, crossing the halfway line. Maybe out to the left-hand side. Wrexham intercept again. Yeah, easy for Wrexham, really, just to control this game. Pumping the ball forward. They just kick the ball forward, Wrexham. They don't care. They're not going to chase after that. There's 10 seconds to go. Reading keeper is there's a throw in there. Reading keeper is just, they're still trying to play it along the foot. And there we go. Full time at Wrexham against Reading. Wrexham 2, Reading 0. Right, let's have a look here, see what we got. Full times in the other games. Dundee United 2-0 winning against Aberdeen. Almost nearly finished there. Falkirk 2-2 against Hibs. Well, they came back. Brighton 6-0 up. And further goals from Howell and Ayari. So they did all right. Cardiff City beating Burnley 2-1. We're in 3 minutes into added time. Fulham and 7 minutes into added time beating Cambridge United. Full-time Chelsea beat Lincoln City 2-1. Wycombe Wanderers beating Wigan Athletic 2-0. 1 minute into added time. Wolverhampton Wanderers beat Everton. Monetsi and Naro Kadari. So getting the goals there. Wrexham, I say 2-0 for Reading. Liverpool 1-1 against Southampton. Isak in the first half, Charles in the second half as a reply for Southampton. They're going to be, and that's 83 minutes, so still a few moments to go there. But listen, I'm just going to quickly scroll through. Let's see what's happened in La Liga. Yeah, Real Madrid still 2-0 up. Villarreal still 1-0 up. AC Milan 3-0 up against Lecce in the Coppa Italia, and it's Pulisic with their third. And Ghent, Anderlecht still 1-0 up against Ghent, and then we've got Benfica 1-0 up against Rio Ave, and Antonio Silva 60 minutes with their goal. So if they keep that scoreline, hey, Mourinho back to winning ways. As soon as he's hit the ground running, hasn't he? I think he won his first game 3-0, didn't he? Yeah, it's obviously a league game, it wasn't a European game. So, yeah. Hey, onwards and upwards for Mourinho and Benfica. Right, that's it, guys. That's it. That's your lot. I hope you enjoyed that. Me rabbiting away, trying to keep a hold of these games. But anyway, listen. If you like what I do here, so keep on watching those. Oops. There we go. Stop that. Right. Keep on watching. I'll catch you again. Another video coming very soon. I say most of my videos are mostly about boxing and football. A lot of the football videos I'm making recently is all about West Ham because we're in such a shit show of a team right now. But anyway, I thought I'd have a good little watch along here for Wrexham against Reading. I enjoyed the game, actually. I thought it was all right. Enjoyed the game. I think Reading just foul of just trying to play pretty football all the way through when they probably should have tried to a bit more urgency. But Wrexham definitely got hold of the game, showed their class, they were class above, and yeah, did what they had to do. There we go. Right. Catch you again. Thanks very much. And I'll see you again, whenever it is. And say, if you want to watch out for my content even more, do so. And if not, I'll probably see you on the next watch on.